Welcome back everyone towards today's live stream. On today's live streams, we will be discussing the US inflation reports. Today will be extremely volatile, and to be exact, Bitcoin will be extremely volatile in 30 minutes from now on. In this live stream, before the reports come out, I will be discussing the most important news articles. I will be discussing the most important charts because, yes, of course, the hot topic today, Sam Bankman-Fried got arrested, and apparently he has been lying the whole time about the things he's been saying, and he didn't knew about especially. But of course, we have been already saying that for quite a while. So let's jump straight away in towards this video because I've got many things to discuss here. First of all, looking at my trade, I've been talking about that. I'm 1.8x leverage long for quite a while already on the channel. I'm longing Bitcoin with a small amount of money. I'm currently long with an approximately $100,000, but my strategy basically is the lower Bitcoin is going to go, the more margin I will be adding towards this trade. And currently, I'm making about $1,000 in profit, and I will be showing this trade throughout the stream today. And maybe if we do make some good profits, I can potentially even do a small little giveaway. But let me first, before I go in towards the important charts, talk really quickly about what currently is going on today. In case you missed it, I don't think you probably missed it, so I will keep it very short. So Sam Bankman-Fried got arrested today, and what basically is expected is that he is at least going to have a 6 to 12 month sentence. He could be potentially get a 43-year sentence as a maximum. So maybe he will go to jail for 43 years. That could be possible. I don't say it's going to be happening. Of course, we don't know for what kind of charges he all will be getting filed for. I mean, the things he is getting filed for, I do know, because the charges he is currently getting is wire fraud conspiracy, security fraud, conspiracy, and money laundering. So there are a lot of things that he's been doing wrong here. And I mean, he could get up to 43 years in prison sentence if he is going to get charged for all these things here. So that is actually going to be pretty interesting to see how that is going to be playing out. So I will keep it very short about this SBF news because you probably know already about it. Real quickly, also want to be saying before going towards the charts, the SEC is currently looking to intercept the Grayscale Bitcoin ETF after a review of BIT. So Grayscale basically is filing for a spot ETF for Bitcoin the whole time. They're getting denied every single time. And right now, the SEC is looking to block an appeal from Grayscale Investments after denying its proposed Bitcoin exchange traded fund. So it's very unfortunate, but it looks to be that the SEC is still not ready to get the ETF for Bitcoin on spot right now. Maybe it will be happening in 2023, but it looks like it could even take way longer. So this is definitely not a good development. I think that's interesting to see right now here is that, Cardano CEO Charles Hoskinson is saying that the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit could be settled in this month. And if that does happen, so if the XRP lawsuit gets settled, it means that probably the whole market is going to pump because there are currently some issues that people think Ethereum and basically all the other big coins are also going to be securities, and that could have a very bearish effect on the general market. So that's a good thing to know here. If they do settle Ripple against the SEC, I think the market will pump significantly on that, and of course, especially Ethereum and XRP. Currently, there's also some FUD going on over Binance because Binance is currently halting withdrawals of USDC, and they saw an approximately $500 million withdrawal yesterday. What is of course absolutely crazy. CZ is saying FUD is very annoying, and FUD will basically make us bigger. But the reason why they're halting the withdrawals is due to this. So on USDC, we have seen an increase in withdrawals. However, the channel to swap from PUX BUSD to USDC requires going through a bank in New York in US dollars. The banks are not open for another few hours. We expect the situation will be restored when the banks open. These are one-on-one conversions, no margin or leverage involved. We are trying to establish a fluid swap channels in the future. In the meantime, feel free to withdraw any other stablecoin, BUSD, USD Tether, etc., etc. So I don't think there should be any reason to worry about Binance right now, but these are the things that currently are playing out right now. Then, before I go in towards the charts, let me quickly give an introduction for the people that don't know what is going to be happening today. Today, the inflation reports will be going out in the US, what basically means that we're going to know what the inflation is of the month of November 2022, and that usually has a very massive effect on the markets. Currently, we can see that the forecast is 7.3 to 7.6% here. And if it's going to come in any lower or around that level, it basically will mean that the market will probably react very positively. The inflation is extremely important because if the inflation comes down, it means that the Federal Reserve is probably going to hold a less hawkish stance, because then they can see that their monetary policy is working, so they probably will be less hawkish in the future. They will be more dovish or less hawkish in the future, of course. It's going to be important to look at it. If it's going to come in anywhere close below 7.3, the market is going to be pumping significantly. Last month, the forecast was 8 to 8.1%, and it came in on 7.7, and the market straight away pumped over 8% towards the upside in just a matter of a few minutes. So it's going to be extremely important to see where the inflation reports are going to come in, because it either will cause a big pump on the market or either another significant dump. So that is the thing that's all going to matter. Where is the inflation going to come in? Is it going to come in hotter, or is it going to come in lower than expected? We are going to know about the core inflation and the regular inflation. The core inflation is also extremely important to look at. It's even more important to look at, to be very honest. Currently, the prediction is that it is going to fall with 0.2%. But like I told you, if it's going to fall with 0.2% or more, it's going to be very bullish for markets. If I look at the prediction from these big institutions, we can see that basically the prediction is really around 7.3 to 7.2%. So if it is going to come in somewhere around that region right there, I think the market is going to be reacting very positively. And of course, if it comes below 7%, we will probably see another 7 to 8% move for Bitcoin towards the upside. So those are the things to look at in terms of macro environment today. And yeah, if you're in this live stream, no worry, because we will be all discuss this all together. Also, I will go over my trade. Maybe if the inflation comes in positively, I'm going to add more margin. So make sure to stick around this stream, because I will be potentially also open some new swing trades. But let me right now go in towards my charts. I prepared very, very many charts, so make sure to get ready for this. First, initially, I want to be looking at this blue box of this blue box basically. So we can see that basically for the past 13 days, and yes, this is a 13 to 14 day time horizon, we've been basically consolidating between an approximately 400 to 600 US dollars. And that is a pretty narrow price region where we've been trading in. And due to the price being so compressed for such a long sustainable period of time, it means basically once the breakout comes, it's going to be even more volatile. And we can see already, we start to see that small little pump towards the upside. We're knocking on the top side door here. Basically, I've been saying if we do break below the lower side of support, we're probably going to fall very quickly, and also vice versa the other way around. So that is really the thing to be looking at. And on the daily time frame, you can clearly see we've been trading in a very small price horizon, and basically the longer we're going to be borrowing for Bitcoin, the more bigger the real squeeze is going to be outside of this region. So today is going to be very important and probably also very volatile due to the inflation reports, because the inflation reports are really going to kickstart the breakout of this region. So we will be looking at this today, whether it's going to be breaking bullish or bearish. Looking just purely on the 1 hour time frame, we can currently see Bitcoin is a little bit overbought. And historically speaking, out of my own experience, it is actually more likely that Bitcoin is going to dump today on the CPI reports than pump. Why? Is because historically speaking, always if Bitcoin, I mean, not always, but it usually tends to happen. This is 80% of the times, and I can't show you, I mean, I can look it up here right now as well, but historically speaking, once Bitcoin pumps before the CPI data comes out, like 30 or 1 hour before, like we currently have seen, it tends to dump afterwards. I don't know why, but that is usually what happens. And if we dump before the CPI reports, we tend to pump. It's usually like that. So that is pretty interesting to see. So this is not looking very promising. However, if the data really comes in lower than expected, we're still going to be moving towards the upside. So that is where this is currently all about. We can currently see the RSI is a little bit overbought on the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, we are also clearly forming a higher high structure together with higher lows. So we're currently trading in an uptrend, what is of course also a bullish structure, what we're currently creating. And that is of course definitely what we want to be seeing. If we do see a retracement, what is the level to be looking at? It's definitely this blue box right here. This level has been previously around providing significant resistance, like you can clearly see right here. And if we do have a retest of this level, it could really allow us to open up a very good trading position. So I will keep my eyes wide open on this blue box right here. Furthermore, looking at the 4-hourly time frame, Bitcoin has been consolidating, and currently we can clearly see that we've been breaking out of this consolidation range, and the price target is actually quite significantly towards the upside. So this is actually looking quite good for Bitcoin, because we've been trading in this boring price range. And right now we've seen Bitcoin has been bouncing towards the upside. We have been creating a symmetrical triangle. This is a typical continuation pattern, a consolidation continuation pattern. And like you can see, the continuation pattern broke towards the upside. And if I'm going to be looking at the price target of this exact pattern, I mean, we're already pretty close towards the price target, but it is somewhere around $17,800. So yeah, definitely looking quite interesting in my opinion. And also what is interesting to see right now here is that the 4-hourly time frame is officially also confirming and higher 4-hourly candle close. This is the highest 4-hourly candle close we have seen since, and let me say this correctly, 32 days. So that is quite a long time already. This is literally the highest 4-hourly candle close we've seen in 32 days. So we are definitely seeing some more positive sentiment returning in the market. And you can see also that this was a clear range of resistance, and we currently are trading above it. So a retest of this range would be most certainly provide some strong support for Bitcoin. Also important to be looking at right now. And by the way, it's only 20 more minutes before the CPI data comes out, so I will keep up with the speed because I got so many things to discuss. So make sure to as well slap up the like button if you do like the content we're currently bringing out. Currently also looking at the consolidation range. Like you can see, Bitcoin dropped of course towards the downside, and right now we're basically creating a new consolidation phase, right? And what we were basically looking at is this upward sloping support line on the 4-hourly time frame. Beautiful trend line, by the way, holding us up quite well here, and the horizontal resistance on the top side. And basically what we create right here is an ascending triangle. And if you search on Google, I mean, I know it because I've been trading for such a long time in the market already. An ascending triangle's got an ascending triangle breaks towards the 80% towards the trend where it has been starting from. So an ascending triangle is also a continuation pattern. And since we actually created the trend towards the downside, it was more likely to expect a movement towards the downside because we initially saw a big swing towards the downside, right? Swing towards the downside, you consolidate, and then you expect another swing. But right now we're breaking the trend because we're breaking above the key level of resistance on the top side. And this could be potentially be a fake out. However, if we do see the continuation to $18,000, we could be expecting that this is not a fake out. And if we're going to be looking at the insane price target this ascending triangle has, if we break down, it's like around $15,000. But if we break bullish, it's somewhere around 19.5K. And we're currently officially breaking bullish, but it could still be a fake out. So I'm still trading it very slowly. Of course, I'm long on Bitcoin, so I would love to see it's going to be going up here, but I'm not opening up a new trade on this exact breakout right here because I need to see some more confirmations happening for Bitcoin, and especially I want to await and see what the inflation is going to come in like today. Looking as well at the EMA ribbon on the 12-hour time frame, we are about to be crossing bullish. Historically speaking, always if we cross bullish, we at least see a short-term relief on the market. We've seen it over there. We have seen it over here. We at least see a short-term relief on the market, right? Here as well. We cross bullish, boom, we have a short-term relief. We cross bullish, short-term relief. We cross bullish, short-term relief. We see it happening every single time for Bitcoin. Basically, once the 12-hour EMA ribbon flips bullish, we see a short-term relief. Of course, whether it's for weeks or whether it is for a few days, once the 12-hour MACD, sorry, I say MACD, I meant EMA ribbon. I think I said MACD before as well, but I mean EMA ribbon, excuse me for that. But basically, once the EMA ribbon cross bullish, we usually tend to see a small little relief, not straight away, but at least till it crosses bearish, we have seen higher highs. So this is actually an interesting signal that's currently playing out that is about to get confirmed here. And looking at the daily EMA ribbon, we can currently see that we're trading exactly in towards this resistance range. And yeah, let's see if we're going to be able to be breaking above it. If we do break above it, it's going to be definitely look good for Bitcoin. And yeah, I want to point it out. This is of course a resistance that we really need to break, right? So $18,000 to $19,000 is really the resistance to break. And of course, if we approach that region, I will be definitely take some profits off the table as well for my long trades here. So keep up to date, subscribe to the channel if you want to be staying up to date about all these things here. Let me take a quick sip of water because I am going very fast because I only have 50 more minutes before the data comes out. So we'll try to speed it up here. I already talked a little bit about the CPI news, but it will get confirmed in 15 minutes from now on. So let's see. Looking at the daily bullish events, we have seen Bitcoin getting squeezed here, consolidating sideways for an approximately 13 days. Daily bullish events also squeezing in here. And due to that, we're also expecting more volatility is going to hit anytime soon. Basically, always once the daily bullish events is so narrow, just like here, just like here, just like here, just like here, we tend to see big moves. And that is also what we're seeing right now. So a big move is on the horizon. And yeah, we're about to see another swing. Whether it's going to be up or down, we have to wait and see. But it would be lovely if we get the swing back to $20,000. Also looking at the parallel channel, how much longer for CPI data? Guys, it's only 15 minutes. 15 minutes left before the inflation data comes out. So make sure to stick in the stream right now. 15 more minutes and we will be knowing what the CPI data is, if it's going to come in positively or negatively. Looking at Bitcoin right now on parallel channels, we've been creating parallel channels every single time. And basically all the time, we've been breaking bearish. We've been breaking bearish. And yeah, it's been a pretty interesting story so far because we're creating another parallel channel. However, this time around, we're about to be breaking bullish. So things could be changing up right now here. And that's looking actually quite interesting. Also, another very interesting chart. This is the Bitcoin shorts charts. If I'm looking at the Bitcoin price action, I can also see the shorts, how many shorts are active in the market. We can see every single time once the Bitcoin shorts are spiking on Bitfinex, it means that it is a short-term or a bigger local bottom. And if they capitulate, that is a point where we should think, okay, right now the bottom could be maybe very close. What currently is happening is that today we saw an approximately 10% of the total shorts in the whole market exiting. 10% of the total shorts have been exiting, and over the past 4 days, it's been an approximately 30%. And over the past, what is it? 18 to 17 days, approximately 40% of all the shorts on Bitfinex have been capitulating. They have been going out of their shorts. What is an interesting signal that currently is flashing. So keep your eyes wide open on this. Of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that Bitcoin bottom is necessarily in, but it means that we are coming closer towards that phase, right? So, of course, in history, I mean, in a few weeks or a few months from now on, it makes more sense because then, of course, we have seen the bigger capitulation, but this is the beginning of a capitulation of the shorts. 3-day MACD also crossing bullish, historically speaking. Bitcoin always moves up after this happens, so that's also an interesting signal. This is the weekly legendary support line for Bitcoin. This is a support line that has been holding us up for over 6 years right now, and it looks to be that it is holding us up once again here, and so far we're bouncing from the level yet again. So weekly legendary support line thing, interesting thing to look at right now, and so far it's holding us up yet again. This chart looking a little bit more bearish, but currently we can clearly see that Bitcoin basically is in a continuation structure towards the downside, right? So will be this time different? I truly hope so. But yeah, you can basically see here consolidation range. I will give it a different color and make it yellow. Consolidation range. We break below the range. We have a small little accumulation, and boom, we drop. Here once again, reaccumulation phase. We have a small reaccumulation on the drop, and look at this. Every single time before we have that massive crash here, we see a small bullish relief, right? Small bullish relief. So will it once again play out? That is the big question we should be looking at. So 30 minutes ago for the CPI reports, that will tell us more about the story, but I don't want to be creating FUD in this market, but really this is a thing to consider, right? We could still move more towards the downside, and I am personally in my own strategy also very much aware about that, and due to that, I'm dollar cost averaging in towards my trades, I'm dollar cost averaging in towards my positions. I am taking this very serious. I think this could definitely be the bottom. However, I am also prepared to go lower for Bitcoin. To look at the weekly time frame, we can clearly see we are creating a bullish divergence, a clear bullish divergence on the weekly time frame from oversold conditions, and this is just playing out here. These weekly bullish divergence could last for weeks, and we're currently a few weeks in, and we're already seeing that small little relief towards the upside. And also the thing I want to discuss, and guys, this is the last chart before I go in towards the CPI data that is literally going to get released in 12 minutes from now on. This is the S&P 500. We've been trading in a bear market for quite a while right now here, and basically for the past year, we've been getting rejected by this downward sloping resistance line, and this is definitely a level to be looking at right now here. If we do break the downward sloping resistance line for the S&P, it's going to look good for Bitcoin. It's going to be looking good for the general markets, but yeah, that is definitely the thing I'm currently waiting for to see here. I will keep my eyes closed here on what's going to be happening on the short term for the S&P, but the S&P will also open up in 10 minutes from now on. And then also the data will straight away comes out here. So yeah, make sure to stick in the stream right now because it's going to be extremely important how it is going to be playing out here. Looking at the funding, it's still quite negative across the board, what means that the majority of the traders are in shorting positions, and what also means that my position, while I am in it, and Bitcoin is already starting to be pumping a little bit here on anticipation of the CPI reports. So guys, it's going to be happening in 10 minutes from now on, but what means negative funding basically means that I'm going to get paid in my position. And today I already got paid $280 just to be in my trade. Because everyone is shorting it, I'm getting paid to be longing Bitcoin. Pretty interesting, but that's how it works. If more people are shorting, the order books have to be on the right side, and that is why you pay funding rates. And Bitcoin is above all, it's already going, and there is no guys. There is no data out yet here. This is just purely out of anticipation about what is going on here. So let me see. Bitcoin is already going well, but guys, this is not out of anticipation. Let me see. Oh, it's about buy. Oh, $2 billion. Oh no. Oh no. There's nothing. There's nothing going on here yet. No news yet, but this is out of anticipation of positive inflation reports, apparently. So this is actually looking quite good here. The last thing I want to be saying before I go in towards the CPI reports is quickly these on-chain data, guys. Unrealized losses and profit extremely negative. What means that the majority of the people that are in the network are at a loss. What basically means that it is a good time to DCA. It's a good time to step in towards the market, historically speaking. And also the MVRZ score, so the Bitcoin over/undervalued metrics, is also telling us that we're currently undervalued. And basically every single time it flashed at an undervalued signal, it has historically always meant that was a good buying zone, and we're currently also oversold. So, undervalued. So that is interesting to be looking at right now. Bitcoin is, of course, already is getting ready for a big move here. But Bitcoin is definitely breaking outside of this range I've been talking about for quite a while right now. So things are moving. Things are moving, and we're moving up again. So that's very nice to see. And to be very honest, we're currently going to be entering an important range of resistance. And let me show you this on the daily time frame. And guys, if you're here in the stream, you will be the first one to know what the US inflation is. So I'm thinking it's going to be coming in somewhere around 7.3%. So let me know what you guys think here. But currently, guys, we are approaching the big resistance for Bitcoin, and that is this blue box right here. This is extremely crucial. If we do manage to be breaking above this region right here, things are going to look very good for Bitcoin, and the bears should definitely start to get a little bit more scared. So make sure to get ready for this, because it's going to become very interesting on how everything is going to be playing out right now here. But most certainly, we're going to be looking about the core inflation, what's going to do, and the regular inflation. And like I told you, if it's going to come in lower or at 7.3% or lower than 7.3%, it means the markets are going to be pumping towards the upside, because that is positively for the Federal Reserve, because they can see that their monetary policy is currently working. So guys, it is extremely close right now, and then we'll keep you guys up to date what the inflation data is here. You will be the first one to know if you are watching this stream here. So, quickly, more things I need to discuss here. Let me check up here. Are there more things I need to discuss? I mean, I discussed all the news articles I wanted to discuss. I discussed all my charts just in time. So let me see what the chat is thinking. Where do you think the inflation is going to come in? Personally, I think is going to come in around at 7.3% here. Because if I look also, because I'm making my opinion up on what these other parties are thinking, and if I look at all these institutions like Goldman and JP Morgan, they think around 7.2 towards 7.3. So I honestly do expect it's also likely to come in somewhere around that region, right? And we can see the market is anticipating a significant movement towards the upside. But look at this. Bitcoin is pumping. This is not Bitcoin, but this is the S&P 500. And it's not pumping. The S&P 500 is currently not pumping, while Bitcoin, in fact, is pumping significantly towards the upside. So this is something to do with Bitcoin. Bitcoin investors are getting very excited, it looks like. So that is definitely a good thing here. Maybe because SBF got arrested, the thing, we can leave it behind us right now here, and we can move on from this point onwards. So people are saying their prediction 6.8, 7.2. Let me see. Yeah, I mean 6.9. I think 6.9 is a little bit too low here. Do be aware. The reason why inflation is coming down also right now so quickly is because inflation is calculated year on year, and this now becomes very interesting, and especially March 2023. That is the point where I really think inflation can drop very quickly, especially in Europe, but also in the US. If I look at October it was 6.2%, and November it was 6.8%. So it jumped 0.6%, and we can see that last time around it jumped like 0.8%, and we dropped 0.5%. So actually, there's still an increase year on year, but it's slowing down, right? So once again, we jumped 0.6%, what means that if we are going to calculate it, it could drop by 0.4 to 0.5%, what means that it could come in around 7.2 to 7.3%, right? So I really think 7.2 to 7.3 is very likely. I actually think that 7.3% is the most likeliest case that we're going to get here. But yeah, we will know about it in a few minutes from now on. People are saying 10%. I think that's a ridiculous prediction. Of course, live, it's not going to become cheaper. It's still extremely high, 7% inflation, especially if you consider the fact that last year it was like 6.8%, and it's year on year. So even though the last year was 6.8% more expensive, it's going to be 7% this year on last year. So it's a compounding effect. So things are not getting cheaper. However, it's slowing down, like the price increasements, and that is the most important part about it. It's slowing down. Everyone is going back, like everyone is having a big setback, but that is just the thing that we're currently having. If it breaks 18.4K, it will retrace to 21K. Yeah, guys, I think really if we break above $18,000, so basically if we do that 18.4, yeah, indeed, 18.4, that is this previous lowest daily candle close. That is this level right here. This is an extremely important level. Good that you're pointing it out right now here. But this is the lowest, yeah, previous lowest daily candle close, right? So 18.4 indeed is also an extremely important level, but this whole range right here, I can point it out in this whole range. This is the range to be breaking. If we break above this range, guys, I mean, things are going to look very good for Bitcoin, but only if, of course, only if. We just have to wait and see how it is going to be playing out here, but we will keep our eyes wide open on the charts. I will be showing you my trade. I'm currently in like $2,000 in profit. It's a 1.8x leverage trade on Bitcoin. I've been DCAing in towards this leverage long position, and let's say we're dropped down to $12,000. I will even add more margin, like 3 or 4 times as much. But basically, I'm going to DCA more and more in towards this trade, so I can potentially catch the exact bear market bottom, right? And like if Bitcoin increases to $20,000, I can already make a significant amount of profit. So it's a swing trade. I like to do swing trades because it's lower risk, especially in these market conditions where the funding rates are extremely negative. If you want to be trading, you can sign up an account in the link in the description. I mean, I would recommend actually right now, if you're going to trade, to do it on BitGet, because Bybit is going to ask you for KYC. And if you're going to trade on BitGet, you don't have to do KYC. So that's just a thing I want to be saying to everyone out there. But let's see what is going to be happening. Bitcoin is moving up again here, while the S&P 500 is starting to pump as well, actually. Whoa, that's crazy. That's an interesting move we got here. This is the 5-minute time frame for the S&P. So S&P, guys, these last minutes before the CPI data comes out are always extremely volatile. And I've been saying it here, historically speaking, if the Bitcoin price action or S&P pumps before the CPI data comes out, it usually comes down after the CPI data comes out. It's very weird, but that is usually what happens. So right now we're pumping, so it means that probably we're going to dump. So that's at least, I said it already, but that is usually what happens. So this is not a good sign, to be very honest, because always, historically speaking, we dump and then we pump, and if we pump, we dump, basically, on the reports. Because now, of course, out of anticipation, people are already buying in, right? So people are also saying Binance is going to get wrecked. I don't think so. I think Binance is solvent, and there's no need to worry about them. So, yeah, let's see, guys. Let's see what is going to be happening. Am I right again here that Bitcoin will dump because it pumped right now before? Let's see. Let's see. 2 more minutes to go here, guys. If it dumps, my theory is definitely right, because this happened literally the last 4 to 5 times. It be like before the data comes out, it pumps, and exactly as the data comes out, it then pumps like the other way around. So it's important to look at what is going to be happening. By the way, guys, smash up the like button for good faith. Smash up the like button right now if you want Bitcoin to pump. Will be absolutely amazing. 1,300 of you guys watching, only 200 likes. We just have to wait 2 more minutes before the CPI data comes out. Maybe I will be opening up a trade on here if I do see some good opportunities. So make sure to stick in the stream here, but it will be highly appreciated if you can slap up that like button. Also, consider subscribing, because we're making daily updates here on the channel. And if there are any important events, we're always live streaming it. Or if there's any volatile move in the market, we could be trading. So slap up that like button, would be absolutely amazing. Let me see. 1 more minute to go, guys. To be exact, 50 seconds to go. 50 seconds to go. This is extremely exciting, guys. 50 seconds to go. When everyone is saying 7-ish, expect 8.2. Now, I don't really expect a 1% higher increase on inflation than everyone is expecting. Actually, I'm getting quite excited. I think it's quite intense here, this event. Whew. Let's see. Is my trade going in the loss again or not? We will know it in exactly 10 seconds. Guys, I've got notifications on here about what the reports are going to be. This data point is usually very quick. OMG. OMG, let's go. Woohoo! Okay, very nice, guys. 18,000. Let me see. I'm refreshing. It's not loading. Come on. Where is it coming in? Oh, guys, this is amazing. This is an amazing move. Oh. CPI. 0. Oh, this is very nice. It came in 0.1% lower than expected. 7.1%, guys. Oh, that's 0.2% even lower than expected. This is amazing. Let's go. And we're breaking $18,000. This is crazy. This is amazing. Let's go. Inflation coming in 7.1. That is, yeah, here you can see it, guys. Let me quickly refresh it. Usually the site doesn't load up. Oh, it's not updated. Yeah, it's not loading. This is always the point. Core inflation, 6%. Guys, core inflation dropped 0.2% more. That is absolutely mental. That is, yeah, 7.1. You can see it over there. That is absolutely mental. And core inflation, by the way, comes in, I'll quickly show you. I want to show you the price action as well. Comes in on 6%. Well, the consensus was 6.1 and forecast 6.2. So that is a very, very good development we're currently seeing in the space. And Bitcoin is straight away also pumping back towards the upside. This is a beautiful development that we're currently actually spotting here. This is beautiful to see. Let me also tweet about it, guys. So make sure to follow me on Twitter, because then you're also staying up to date about all these things here. But I just tweeted about it. But inflation dropped significantly. We've been saying it that it is probably going to come in around 7.2, but this is very nice, guys. This is a very good development, and my theory is apparently wrong, because we pumped even harder afterwards. So excuse me for that. But currently we're in a $3,000 profit. That is a significant profit. That's very nice to see. I told you it will dump. Oh, that's fun. But yeah, let's see what is happening, guys. Currently, we're breaking out of the range, and like I've said, once we break out of the range, we're probably going to move very quickly. Whoa, this is a mental green candle, guys. I love to see green candles, especially here in crypto. Let me see what the S&P is doing. Whoa, it's back above 1,400. That is crazy, guys. And we are currently testing this important resistance level for the S&P 500. I've been talking about this level for quite a while here. And yeah, if we do break above this level for the S&P 500, it's going to be looking quite good here, sent it. Market will dump soon after the 0.58 interest rate hike. I don't think so. Let me quickly see. I don't think so, because the market is still pricing in a 75 basis point hike. So if it comes in at 50, the market is going to pump on it, literally. So let me quickly see what currently is getting priced in. I currently really think the like everyone's pricing in a 50% basis point hike. So currently, guys, quick update before going back in towards the charts. 72% of the whole market is pricing in a 50% basis point hike. And currently, of course, because the market is pumping, more people will be pricing it in here, because right now it's extremely likely, since the inflation also came in more lower, that we will only get a 50 basis point hike here. Oh, still 27% of the market is pricing in a 75 basis point hike, but if it doesn't happen, the market is still going to pump, because it's more positive than expected. So no, it really depends. Right now, of course, it's getting priced in probably that we will get that 50 basis point hike, and that's why we're moving up right now. And the Fed meeting is probably going to be a little bit less volatile. Usually these CPI reports are the most volatile moments in the market, but currently we are experiencing a beautiful breakout, and this is the ascending triangle, guys. The ascending triangle is currently breaking bullish. Of course, I really want to see the 4-hourly candle close here getting confirmed, because that I can clearly see, okay, this is a confirmed breakout. But this is definitely looking very good for Bitcoin. If we do confirm the 4-hourly candle close above this ascending triangle, probably we're going to see the continuation to $18,000 to $19,000. So that is beautiful to see here. The 12-hour, let me quickly check on it. Check up on it. It's almost crossing bullish. Let me quickly check up on the super trend on the daily time frame, guys. This is, are we breaking the super trend right now? Let me quickly see. Oh, we're about to be breaking the super trend. Currently we are approaching the resistance on the daily super trend, and that is extremely important to see. Also, $18,000, guys. I have said this in the beginning. We're currently trading in the middle of this finding range. We're in the finding range for Bitcoin. This is the range where I expect the most problems for Bitcoin, the most trouble for Bitcoin to be breaking above this level right here. But so far, we're holding up quite well. we're holding up quite well. To be very honest, Bitcoin is doing quite a good job here. But to be very honest, it is very likely that we're going to get rejected by this level. But as soon as we do confirm the daily candle close above this red line right here, so the 18.45K, right? As soon as we confirm the daily candle close above that, things are going to look very good for Bitcoin. And I must say that things are going to then look definitely very good for Bitcoin. We can see the symmetrical triangle, beautiful pattern, by the way, here. Yeah, it already reached this price target after we broke out here. Right now, we're seeing that significant continuation towards the upside happening. Guys, slap up the like button on the video. Will be also absolutely amazing. Let me check up on the DXY, because the DXY, I think it is flying. Yeah, indeed, it's flying towards the downside, exactly. So we've been basically calling for the top, basically ever since we have seen the break of the bullish structure, and also since we confirmed that lower low right here, right? So the DXY, not looking strong. Not looking strong in my opinion. And this really looks like a parabolic structure that's breaking that could come down as fast as it came up here. And if you don't know already, the dollar index is invert correlated with Bitcoin, because the Bitcoin is calculated against the dollar, right? So if the dollar drops, Bitcoin gets more value against the dollar. So it's very good if the dollar index falls, because that means that Bitcoin is going to be moving up. Let me quickly check up here. Funding rate still negative, what means that people are still shorting this pump here. And let me quickly also check up on what the liquidations are like right now here. So the 1 hour. We've been seeing only $61 million US in liquidations, and like you can see, 94% in the past 4 hours has been shorting positions. So that's an $80 million in shorts that got liquidated in the past hour. That is absolutely wild. That is absolutely wild. That's pretty crazy. Volcano pattern. Yeah, that's how we should call it indeed. I mean, probably you also call it a volcano pattern, but nice name for it. Yeah, it's indeed very interesting, guys. It's looking quite interesting, to be very honest, especially this market condition. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin is really, like, it's so overbought right now in the 1 hour. I mean, if it continues up, it will be absolutely amazing, of course, but still, I am considering the fact that we could still see that significant rejection right from here, because we're just in this important range here, and if we break above it straight away in just one go, it will be amazing. But this is also the highest point we've reached since 33 days. So that is a good development as well for Bitcoin. Many good developments, guys. So yeah, things are looking quite okay. Bull flag, let me see. I mean, so far I'm not spotting a bull flag whatsoever. Do you use MetaMask? I mainly, yeah, I do. But I lost a lot of money on MetaMask as well, because I lost the wallet over there. I lost more than, what is it, approximately $80,000. It probably is worth more right now since markets are pumping, but I'm still looking to recover it. But it's very stupid because it's on my laptop and my laptop broke down. And I have to go to a data recovery center because I didn't have my seat. So that's pretty stupid. I know you're allowed to call me stupid, but it's pretty stupid. 18K is going to be huge. India's CPI is coming in at 5.88 in November. Falls below 6% for the first time in 2022. That's definitely a good development. I have said this several times before. I mean, it's going to be probably fall even further in the coming days. I really think so. Sorry, in the coming months. Why? It's because it's very simple. It's very simple why it's going to fall more in the coming days. If I'm going to look at the past 2 years, so let me quickly set up 2020. If I'm going to look at the past, oh no, that's not what I want. If I'm going to look at the past 2 years, inflation is calculated year on year, and we can really see the peak is in. Just look at June 2022. If we're going to be in June 2023, its year-on-year calculation is against the previous year of 9.1%. And if we're looking at the whole market condition, everything is falling. If we're looking at natural gas, it's significantly lower. If we're looking at oil price, sorry, this is the Nasdaq. If I'm looking at oil prices, it is significantly lower, and especially for the inflation in Europe, right? I think Europe inflation is going to be doing very well, but this is the oil prices, guys. Oil has been dropping since its high in March 2022 for an approximately 45%. It's coming down very quickly, and due to that, inflation is also dropping quickly because oil has a massive effect on what the inflation is about, because the whole inflation environment is getting created by the higher oil prices, because everything we consume is getting made with oil, almost everything. So oil has got a massive influence on what the inflation is like, because the production of food is going to be more expensive. All these things are going to become more expensive and stuff. So since oil is dropping more than 45% in the past 275 days, and it's calculated year on year, we could be expecting that in approximately March, April, we can see the inflation drop very quickly. March, April was of course that high, and after that, because it's calculated year on year, it can drop very quickly. So it's interesting periods in the market. Someone is saying EMA ribbon. It's a very good indicator. I can tell you that. So Bitcoin is still moving up, guys. I mean, I was expecting maybe the steam was going to be blowing off here, but Bitcoin is not stopping so far. Let me see what the US 500 is doing at the moment. The S&P 500. I mean, it's slowing down, but still moving up here. That's pretty nice to see. Please stop spamming in the chat because you will get blocked. My fries have no oil. Okay, that's very nice. But I mean, in general, if you look at oil consumption, it has a massive influence on what the prices of any products are like. BNB is creating a huge hammer candle. Let me check on BNB, because yeah, BNB, of course, they're getting FUDed left and right. But I mean, please FUD BNB. Oh, this is a beautiful daily hammer candle, to be very honest. It's a, oh, this is 7 to 8%. This is a beautiful candle. But to be very honest, I wish there is going to be more FUD about BNB, because BNB is just such a good coin to be investing in my opinion, at least. Of course, no financial advice, it's just the things I'm doing here, but I'm investing massively towards BNB. Look at the support box right here, it's holding up. Sometimes, of course, we dip below it, just like today, but in general, this is, of course, in a good accumulation range here. If you look at BNB compared to Bitcoin, guys, I mean, oh, sorry. If you look at BNB compared to Bitcoin, it just already tells the story what things are like, right? This is BNB against Bitcoin. It is trending up like crazy. It's trending up like crazy. BNB is outperforming Bitcoin even in this bear market. Well, in fact, usually in bear markets, altcoins don't really do so well, but BNB is one of the altcoins that is doing very well, because it's got such a good, yeah, of course, a project behind it. BNB, it's of course the coin of the smart chain, cheap and reliable transactions, but also, of course, it's very important in the Binance ecosystem. So that's why it's so important. If we retrace back towards this baseline right here, I think I should be scooping up some more positions over there. But BNB bumping with FUD, very amazing to see. I've said it already. I think the FUD, it's just a FUD campaign. They're trying to be attacking Binance, but I don't think it's smart to attack Binance. I do trust Binance completely. I have a lot of funds over there. Of course, the majority of my funds, I store them on custodian wallets, and I would recommend for everyone to do that. If you're not trading, why would you hold your Bitcoin on an exchange? Get yourself a ledger. I think it's definitely worth it. I use multiple ledgers myself, but I only have funds on an exchange if I trade with my funds, but I don't have funds on my exchange if I want to hodl it. If I want to hodl my Bitcoin, I keep it on a ledger. So please, I mean, make sure to do, of course, just look up for what is working for you the best, but for me, this is working the best. If I trade, I like on this account right now, I've got like 600k. How much is this? Only this account I right now have 60k. But I've got 2 more trading accounts where I also trade on. So yeah, I only have money here what I trade with. So I would recommend for everyone to do that. Just have money on exchange if you're trading with it, but if you want to hodl it, just don't hold on an exchange. It doesn't make any sense. Should I sell my crypto? It's all up to you. I am still buying every single day more Bitcoin. Guys, should I just close this trade and give all this money to you guys in a giveaway? Let me know. It will be fun to do, actually. I love doing giveaways. One of my most favorite things to do. Guys, by the way, I quickly want to be asking this before we jump out, and we're still got 1,200 of you guys watching. Lately, we've been in a bear market. Growth of all crypto channels has been terrible. I mean, I don't really care, but I mean, what I do really care about is reaching that 100k target. For me, it's a dream to reach that 100k to get that play button from YouTube. So if you want to help me to push towards the 100,000 subscribers, it will be absolutely amazing. You can do it by subscribing to the channel, and yeah, you would help me a lot. Will be absolutely appreciated. And also, you're subscribing in a bear market, and in the next bull run you can say that you subscribed on my channel in the bear market. That is absolutely amazing, because I mean, guys, we all know it. I mean, in bear markets, things are tough, but economic environments always recover. And I personally think Bitcoin is going to recover the strongest. And you should always invest in assets that recover the strongest, right? Because in economic environments always recover. The question is, how quick are they going to recover? And what are the potential gains? And I personally think that the gains on Bitcoin are extremely, got an extreme high potential. So, yeah, let's see. 100k before 2023, that will be absolutely amazing. So yeah, if you can help me, oh guys, we smashed through 500. Okay, we only need another 3.5k before we're there. So highly appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. Giveaway, buddy. Yeah, you guys wanna? Are you Swedish? Many people say I'm Swedish, but actually, I'm originally from the Netherlands, but currently I live in Dubai. So yeah. So guys. It was an absolutely amazing stream, but everything is starting to slow down right now here. And actually, I've got a dinner with some people tonight, and I'm going to watch the football game. And tomorrow, I'm going to Qatar, so that's going to be absolutely amazing. So, guys, thank you so much for watching towards the amazing new live stream. Consider subscribing to the channel, because tomorrow morning, every single morning, I'm back with an update video on the market. And of course, if there are any volatile moves like these, I will be jumping live with you guys out there. Anyways, I do have to be heading out right now here. I want to be absolutely appreciate everyone who slapped on that like button and subscribed to the channel. And of course, if you did join me with my fantastic trades here, congratulations, because you're making a ton of money right now, just like I am doing. So I'm going to be enjoying my evening. I will definitely do some more giveaways, especially if the bull run returns. Lately, I've been not doing a lot of giveaways, but that's because of the bear market, guys. I'm grinding myself as well, but of course, I will always give back, especially in the bull run. I will give a lot of money back towards my audience, so consider subscribing to the channel. It will be absolutely amazing. Last year, I mean, this year, I've been giving away more than $100,000, and you can see it on my Twitter. I don't do fake giveaways. I sometimes just give away $10,000 for lucky people. So make sure to check it out. Subscribe to the channel. It will be absolutely amazing. But I will see you guys on the next one. It was an absolutely amazing pump, and if I do see any important developments, I will definitely jump live here on the channel. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching towards the amazing new video. Follow me on Instagram, Crypto Rover, if you want to be seeing what I'm going to do later today and tomorrow. But it was absolutely a pleasure. See you guys tomorrow.